The next phase that we're going to cover are garrison operations utilizing web gear and security equipment. In this case, we're utilizing the M1, M2 carbine series rifle, 30-round detachable magazine. It is a light weapon by many services considered to be obsolescent or obsolete. In this case, the individual as part of a garrison has a far different mission from conventional infantry. They're either in that position because of medical needs and or rest and recuperation requirements for elements put to the rear. Because of that, there is a restructuring or re-emphasis on what the individual is doing with his combat harness. The combat infantryman is in a forward battle area constantly, in many cases under a rustic environment or rustic conditions. The garrison soldier's mission, though, is different. He is responding violently and aggressively to a threat to his area of operation. Because of this, his entire web harness is restructured for assault. Volume fire to attack and oppress an existing threat he may be the only response to initially. The M1 carbine is a desirable weapon for this mission and for rear area troops. Number one, it has good volume fire. Utilizing the M1941 magazine pouch attached to a wooden stock in this manner, wrapping around the stock. Two 15-round magazines are carried at the buttstock near the cheek well of the rifle. A 30-round magazine, Korean era and later, is kept in the weapon at all times. Even if you come out of the shower buck naked and you grab the weapon, you have 60 rounds of ammunition available. That's very desirable. It will get you out of something, or at least will create a diversion to keep people busy while other people respond. And you become a viable part of the fighting team temporarily. In addition to that, the web gear itself, this is the emphasis, is based on volume fire and replacement magazines. The front pouches are carrying two 15-round magazines each. We have a medical pouch, as you saw in the earlier kit. There are 5 30-round stick mags in each pouch, carried on both sides. You're talking 150 rounds per side, plus supplemental ammunition. Pocket ammunition, remember those big popcorn pockets, that's what they're for in the uniforms. And in addition, additional magazines are carried in pouches in the small of the back. This kit is designed as an assault kit. In garrison, you may be in any one of a number of locations, but again, as a fighting soldier, your mission at different times will be to perform perimeter or area security. This weapon and this kit are tailored for that need. It may vary depending upon the type of weapon. You could be using the Seminoff rifle, the SKS, you could be using the AK-47, the M14, the M1 rifle, AR-15, or a variety of other weapons. But the mission concept doesn't change. Remember, you have to respond violently and quickly to defend your area of operation. The aggressor in many cases would probably be a special warfare type unit or a unit that has exploited a defensive failure on the part of your forces. If all else fails, you are the last line of defense to protect those that you're concerned for. Also, your auxiliary or ancillary personnel, this includes dependents, medical personnel, supply and support personnel, aircraft attendants, you name it. As long as rigor mortis hasn't set in, they may have to become part of your response team. In many cases, they are not your first line personnel. They may have physical restrictions, and for that reason, you tailor their rig to be much lighter and to emphasize defense. The mission behind this will be noted. Individual magazines, in this case a 15-round mag, are easily replaced. It's that simple. They must be easily accessible. Another point, spare magazines, as I said, can be carried in the pockets, upper pockets, and high stations. I will remind you, you never have enough ammunition, you never have enough weapons. Again, I am also carrying a personal firearm. A soldier is useless without his weapon. If at all possible, you will carry both weapons at the same time. There are many arguments, both pro and con, to this practice, but there's a basic rule. You can't share a firearm. In a garrison situation, you may be one of the few people armed in the initial contact. There may be other individuals that are within near reach that a personal weapon can be handed to. You now have two firearms engaging the target. This allows for more efficient response, the capability to perhaps dampen or destroy the potential of an aggressor to perform an offensive action or continue an offensive action. Maybe the difference between life and death. The M1 is conducive to a rear area operative because of its lightweight, ease of maintenance, and potential use. It's that simple, and it's loaded, pointed towards the enemy, and puts some bullets downrange. The SKS has a similar mission when need be. It was originally designed for the Russian Army as an auxiliary rifle for use by the artillery, armor units, medical support, etc. It became a main battle rifle for the Communist Chinese because of shortcomings on the part of their manufacturing capabilities, and it was tested in battle. You'll note that I'm not necessarily wearing my body armor, but I am wearing my helmet. I can't replace most of the parts that are between my ears here if I get caught with a 30 round. For that reason, I want to make sure that I'm as well protected as I possibly can be while still not encumbering myself during my other activities inside a garrison or compound. Response teams will probably be selected to support you wherever you make contact with an aggressor. These support teams will be 5 to 10 men, designated for that particular day or for a set period of time, whose mission will be to be on call to respond to a threat, but they must first know that the threat exists. It is your mission to make contact initially with the enemy, depending upon where you are within the garrison or the compound. Signal to supporting personnel that you have made contact, and then appropriate personnel are deployed against the threat. Remember, your weapon's your best friend. Keep it with you, take care of it, it'll take care of you.
I cry for my country, for the pain that it's been through. She's been made to suffer for the profit of a few. Storm clouds are forming, winds of change now touch our shores. Our hear forefathers are crying as the dream's been cruised.